how's it going? Jaiye Farrell. Some people call me Jay for short, and I'm an artist.
My name's Cody Giles. I am a photographer, artist, creative, graphic designer, all kinds of things. People meter. I like meeting people and connecting, and it's kind of how this show came about. Jaiye and I met up in September of 2021, and just we met up for coffee and just wanted to talk about art and connectivity, and really didn't have an agenda for the talk, just to kind of meet up and just hang out.
And we're having lunch, and it was when people weren't meeting up as much, and we had a conversation about connection and disconnection, and he had some photography around the subject, and I had been doing a lot of exploring in the digital realm and how people are connecting in that way.
How the pandemic has been both a deterrent and an accelerant with art, and so and what that looks like and how art is different, how we're different because of it. And so really human connection was really the big topic, and so that's kind of where the show kind of came from. It was like talking about this dichotomy between
connection, disconnection,
analog and tactile and digital, and
the spaces in which we connect with each other.
How they're different, how they're the same. What's the difference between a digital art or a physical art, and that, so the show kind of plays on that, between the spaces.
That's how it came up as a conversation, but quite literally the space of MAINSITE Gallery and how we wanted to set it up and how the room is split between two spaces. And my line work, if you look between the lines, color and things shine through. So I felt like there's lots of small things that were happening.
So when we were talking about the show, what we wanted it to take away was we wanted people to interact with the exhibit, not just experience it, interact with it, be a part of it. And that's where the Polaroid space came out of. It's where the community canvas came out of. It's where having to use an app and hold it up and you interact with the subject in the photo to be able to experience the art in a different way than just being in the gallery and seeing it. Not that there's anything wrong with that kind of art, but we wanted to do something different.
I got into augmented reality purely through being explorative, and through my experimentation. One of the apps I heard about was called Artivive. Also, our friend Chase Spivey, he actually helped us do a lot of the technical parts in Artivives. Shout out to my guy.
He kind of dove right in and said, we can make this happen. And so, working with Jaiye's digital manipulation of his pattern stuff, sent it over to Chase. Chase was able to plug that into Artivive and get it to where it is today.
It seemed like the perfect place to bring Cody's photography into that space, and
with the photo selection, we wanted people to kind of play with that idea of connect and disconnect. And so if you're looking at the images, one image of the set is looking at you, the other one isn't. And so we chose for the one that you digitally interact with to be the one that's looking at the camera, looking at the viewer, so that you're forced to interact with that subject while you're standing there doing that. Well, what I hope people walked away with was this idea that they can experience it, they can interact with it, they can be a part of it, and art can be fun and energetic, and they can connect with people rather than just come to a white wall gallery and see pretty art on the wall. Again, not there's anything wrong with that, but
Personally, I think connection, I think that's something I think about a lot with my art in general. And when I share it with people, whether it's sharing art or body painting or, things that literally build connection with people.
Where are you more connected? Are you more connected because you're in a physical room with someone, so there's that intimate connection? Or is that connection just as intimate in a digital room because the barrier has been lowered and you don't have to be somewhere physically?
Maybe some wonder also. I think that's something I hope that people left with by seeing the augmented reality or something that they're like, oh, this is new, or this is interesting, something that makes people curious.